Let's talk about the recipe for a second. On this channel, I have told you guys the most factual story about the recipe. Nobody in the family has it. Uncle Harley sold it in 1964. He gave 99X to 200 franchisees. 99X is not the recipe. And my main theory that the recipe never changed by the corporation. It just changed what the flour was, what the oil was, and the hands that made it. Now, those can all be verified through facts, but there's still a lot of speculation, a lot of unknown. And I try to focus on the stuff that could be verified the most, rather than just sit on speculation and contribute to it. But if we want to have some fun here, I could stir this up, and I lose sleep over this. My family is full of tricksters and pranksters. People like to have fun. So it is possible Uncle Harley never really sold the original recipe to Brown and Massey in 1964. Maybe he wrote down a alternate recipe, a variant, gave it to them. And maybe he went to Mary & Kay Spices and had 99X actually be the original recipe. So when Kentucky Fried Chicken sued Mary & Kay Spices for supplying 200 franchisees in the 1980s, and they determined that it wasn't the original recipe because it didn't match what they had, maybe what they have is not it, and what Mary & Kay has is it, but KFC thought that what they had is it, and Mary & Kay's is not it. So now nobody knows. If we want to keep going into the speculation, it gets really interesting. And you will lose sleep over it like I lose sleep over it. But the most verifiable information is that he sold the recipe in 64. He had a variant made by Mary & Kay Spices for his wife's restaurant. He gave 200 franchisees that variant when he suspected that Healblind, the parent company in the 1970s at Kentucky Fried Chicken, changed something. And that the oil and the flour definitely did change. That is a fact that it did change. That does alter things. It might be slightly, but it alters it enough. So yeah, I can entertain the speculation. But to clear up the rumors that come from the speculation, we follow the facts on this channel. Which, that's why I have that theory that is based on facts. Which is what my seasoning is, posted to this channel. Now, my seasoning may not be it, but it sure is closer than any other one on the internet. Every single person that has tried my seasoning says it reminds them very much of the original recipe. And I think that's because of the big secret ingredient that I found, which I believe to be